Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
The following video is part 4 and the conclusion of the Remy Ma and Papoose case study. I highly recommend that you watch parts 1, 2, and 3 before watching this video. Thank you.
Oh, she's this, she's a narcissist, she's a cheater, she's a this. You saying he not bringing nothing to the net, but he's sitting there allowing someone else to bring it to the net. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. I have a problem with that. I'm trying to be amicable, and do mediation, do this. Now I don't care. Like, haven't cared. I don't care. Like, there's always going to be some type of, I try to maintain some decorum, some level of respect. Like, how am I refusing to anything? I can literally, right here, call my lawyer right now. Right now. How am I refusing to sign something? You don't even got a lawyer and retainer. Oh, I just called my lawyer. I got a meeting with her on Saturday. What are y'all meeting for? Can I be there? And we can just have everything done? Y'all talking about, y'all keep talking. I don't mess with people. I'm not going to be with anybody because of what they have. I like people because of how they treat me. Okay? And if I'm with somebody, they treat me great. Y'all don't know what a downgrade is. A downgrade.
Your Honor, we would like to ask the witness a question. You said that you do not care about finances, and what someone could do for you emotionally outweighs what they could do financially, and that your new man is not a downgrade. However, evidence has shown that you did the same thing with your ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband. What makes you think that the same situation will not happen with this new guy? This is what I like to know. Based on the evidence of the court of public opinion, this has not helped you one bit.
A downgrade? Why? Because somebody not on who y'all think? Because I know that fuckers that's billionaires and then they won't buy them a cup of soup. Okay? So be careful what a downgrade is. And even if the money, like, you can only, when people talk about how much money they got and how rich they are, and this, I just be laughing. You could only fool broke people to think that you got more money than what you have. Because people who really got it be looking at you like, stop lying. And stop making it seem like I'm stopping things and I'm holding things. I'm good. I've been good for a really long time. When people start talking like, oh, you took all my personal belongings and disposed of them in a manner without telling me and giving me ample time to retrieve them, that's giving police lawyer talk. Come get your clothes. And stop trying to have a reason to come over here. Come get that shit. Like, what? Ain't nobody stopping nothing. Papoose.
All right, so that's the end of the witness testimony from our sis Remy's side. Now, I did my best to try to chop it up. This live stream was almost an hour and a half. Now, before we move on to Papoose's testimony, I just want to note that she called this man Papoose and that he took her jewelry to the pawn shop. And sis actually gave us receipts. So I'm about to show you guys the receipts right now. So Remy wrote, sign the papers, sign the papers, sign the papers. Oh, and you did a whole nother live and ignored the pawn receipt from November 2024 in my Cartier bracelet. How about this one from January 2023 when you pawned my Cuban for $16K? That's a Cuban link, in case you guys don't know. A lot of rappers like to wear them. And then put it back in one of my jewelry boxes before I could question its whereabouts. I knew because the description matches my receipt description from the jeweler and the insurance. Sidebar. Only person ever to try to blackmail me was Papoose. Hence why you on this app now with all the lies you threatened with. I'm going to say you a bad mom. I'm going to say I wrote your music. I'm going to leak your explicit tape. I'm going to say you got surgery. I'm going to say you robbed me. I'm going to say you on drugs. Now, let me go and listen to this last live. Oh, they mad, LOL, all cap Papoose. Now, as y'all know, this is definitely not over. There's like 2 more live streams that I have to go through. And to be honest with y'all, I'm going to chop it up as best as I can because I want to wrap this case right up. So then Papoose came out with a response. While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where at Remy Ma was. Now that I finally moved on, she's angry and making up lies. Hashtag narcissist. I told her we could divorce like adults. She refuses to do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. He talking about when he KO'd Easy the Block Captain. I still got the messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout. But who cares? He didn't throw one punch back. Hashtag super soft. Last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. Everybody saw it. When I knocked him out at Remy Ma, woke him up and went home with him for 4 days. I went home with my daughter. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. SMH, narcissist. I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. Hashtag ex-wife, hashtag narcissist. Red flag. I'm just ready to be done with this, y'all. There's a lot of text messages. I'm probably reading them out of sequence. This story just keeps going and going. Okay. Let's continue now because there's more. Now Papoose decided to post something. This is the Pisces pettiness in full effect right here. You can tell that he's been waiting to embarrass this man. Ladies, can you imagine tricking on a ninja that looked like this? Hashtag Remy Sugar Ma. All my designer jewelry came with certificates with my name on it, verifying that I purchased it. Pawn your jewelry, stop lying. You've been spending my money for years. Also, the money you made was made off the music that I wrote. Heard the knockout victim said I was obsessed with him. N-word, I beat the dog crap out of you and stumped you out. You had 5 N-words with you. I was by myself. Shout out to Jack Boy Maine. He was there. And many, many others. Heard she bought the bum who never had jewelry in his life before he met her a Rolex and that BS chain. Hashtag Remy Sugar Ma. Now listen here, sir, Mr. Papoose, Mr. Black Love. You are the last one to call somebody a sugar baby. The evidence shows that you were also her sugar baby. You have been riding off of your wife's coattails and music accolades for years. I gotta call it out. That is why she's able to talk how she talks to you. You only made money with her as a brand because of, remember, the Black Love couple. That was your branding, and it included her. So let's not play this, sir. The reason I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When 2 individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully / privately, and that was my intention. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, it turns into a circus, which can lead to an embarrassment for my child. You just lied for an hour straight, but actions speak louder than lies. You just called me yesterday trying to get back with me. I said no. Well, okay, so it looks like sis is trying to spin the block, according to him. And then he posted New Jersey court's e-filing confirmation. This is crazy. So now that sis got her wish and he filed for the divorce, you would think that this would have squashed all of this nonsense. But no, she decided to continue because y'all know that she cannot control her emotions. Not popping blank, but everyone got me blocked. Laughing emojis. Like I said, all Papoose care about is what y'all think of him. I knew he was coming on here like the emotional girl he is. And I've been waiting. I would listen to only a Papoose music 24/7 for the rest of my life before I get back with you, bozo. Sidebar, and you haven't taken my daughter to or from school since last year. But that's allegedly why you got a place so close to my crib, lol. Double sidebar, like I always tell you, if you miss me, just say that. No need to start an unnecessary fight. Y'all, this is why you don't get involved with married people. They are literally communicating through this. They are getting turned on. This is exciting them because if they're going back and forth like this, that means that they care about each other and they have unresolved feelings. It sounds like they were together too long And so she stepped out, he stepped out, and eventually they'll get back together. They're those type of couples, arguing and fussing and fighting, creating chaos everywhere, and then eventually they'll come back with a post saying that they got back together and they worked it out. Do not get involved in married people's affairs, because this is ridiculous. Now, it's not a triangulation. This is like a whole square. We have 2 involved side people, and the married couple are both toxic as hell.
Trying to get back with you, sir. Stop lying to these people. Did y'all look at the date on that filing? Oh, it's so easy to file. He filed that today. He filed this today. Who gave you the money? They gave you the money. You should be look at me, doing you favors again. I got y'all lit. All the blogs pick y'all up. You can use all my perks, all my front row perks, all my jewelry perks, all my jacket perks. Y'all lit. I got y'all lit. And look at me again, still doing you favors. I got your lawyer retained. Look at him. Look at him over there. Emotional. You're an emotional creature. Men are emotional creatures, you know. I have no ill will towards you, Papoose. Men are just emotional creatures. You over there on your little Instagram page where I helped you get all your little followers. Oh, I was trying to get back. Y'all, would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my phone right here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Let's go to my messages. Let's go. Let's flip this real quick. This is my messages. Look what he saved as. Bozo. Let's scroll down. Let's go to yesterday. This is yesterday. Let's go up. Look at him being my friend. Sending me pictures of the baby. My daughter's asleep. This is Tuesday. My daughter's asleep at 11:18. My daughter's asleep. She's asleep. She's asleep. Texas at 11 something at night, right? Okay, what I said, leave my baby alone. She should be thanking me. That's it. Everything he got yesterday at 10:59. Can you send me your lawyer's name and number? Just call my lawyer again. Like I told you, you have not retained or paid her. Tell Clarence to pay it. He will do it. I'm on hold. We'll be speaking to my lawyer shortly. I have no clue who that is. Spoke to my lawyer. We are meeting Saturday. Then we'll be ready for mediation. My lawyer just spoke to the person you said was your lawyer, and she stated she still hasn't been retained and that you should reach out, that she'll reach out to you. I'm tired of y'all playing public image games with me, and I'm being the bigger person, not playing back. I tried to be nice, but you played in my face. Garbage day is tomorrow, which is today. All things not belonging to me and my daughter will be on the curb tonight. I've been storing it for over 6 months. That's over 2. I spoke to my attorney again. She did not speak to your attorney since her and I spoke. We are meeting Saturday, which is the soonest her schedule allows. After that, we will be ready to proceed. The graduation is June 6th, right? No, it's June 5th. Stop playing with me. Every time you say something, I'm a bomb you. Shall I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people was wishing they got their shots? Shall I scroll back to then? Want me to scroll back to then? Play with me. Play with me. Play with me. And my daughter goes to bed at 9:30 at night. 10:30 on a bad night. So if he's telling you I was talking to calling my daughter, it's a lie. My daughter has her own phone. She has her own phone. Okay? Stop playing with me, sir. Oh, and you just filed that today. Look at the date. For anybody that just came in and just missed that, don't play with me, sir. Don't play with me. Nobody was trying to get you back. If I wanted to get you back, all I had to do was just listening to the cries and the pleading. I have that too. You want me to play the audio of you crying? Or do you want me to place the footage of you sleep on the couch? What happened? The last time that you was over there, and I was like, bro, this ain't it. Stop. You're never going to win this with me because I don't care anymore. Listen to me. Look at me. The woman that you knew, she is gone. You have successfully got rid of her. That lady that gave you grace, that saved face for you, that took the hit so that we both don't look crazy, even if it made me look crazy because I feel like, oh, you know what? My celebrity could take it. Yours can't really, I could take the hit. She gone. She's gone. Now go explain that. Matter of fact, let's scroll down. Oh yeah, and there was no shots to go to Africa. It was pills. How do I know? Because the text came to my phone because he's still on my health insurance. He just didn't want you to go. That's all. So he could sit over there and call me every day about how being here just makes me think about everything. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yesterday, I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What?
Not the side dude ad-libbing. This right here is just... Listen, I really hope that this case study serves as a purpose for a lot of you. All jokes aside, if you are in this type of relationship or marriage, please, I beg you to get out. It is not worth this type of embarrassment, y'all. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And I just really want to make it extremely clear that there are no winners in this.
Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew. Come on. And you got me blocked. Emotional.
Whew. All right. This mess is just... It's a lot to handle, but let's continue. This is a mess, y'all. It's so messy. And it's very sad that there are babies involved in this, y'all. This is really, really sad, y'all. But let's continue because Papoose then hopped on live, y'all. And he gave a whole timeline. This man emptied the clip on our sis Remy. So let's listen to his live stream.
Everybody who know me, let's keep it 100. Everybody who know me, you know I don't do this. I don't do none of this corniness. Normally I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Initially when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like their posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life because you've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist. But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans.
Thank you, Brother Papoose, for letting us know the truth. What he's trying to say is that the stories that we see online or the rumors are actually accurate. Now, if we flip it, then this means that what Remy's saying about you is true, sir? That's the question that the court of opinion would like to know.
So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming, the return of the queen, right? All the fans witnessed this. Witnessed her come home. Witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony, followed our entire journey.
Thank you, Papoose, for letting us know all that you did for her while she was locked up. We are very appreciative. I'm sure Remy paid you back tenfold for that. I mean, she gave you a baby. Remember the one you begged for? Now, my question to you, sir. The court of opinion would like to know the most important part of this whole situation. Did you cheat on her while she was locked up? Because that's what you did not address in this whole monologue that you just did. So I'm going to need you to speed that right up because we're tired and we want to know what the truth is. Did you cheat on her with your baby mama or not while she was locked up? That's what we want to know. Okay, let's continue.
There's a young lady who was picking my daughter up from school. And I notified her, hey, I called her. I said, hey, I'm coming to pick her up. I picked up my daughter, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss. Show things you do when you see your child. Embrace my child. And I had to go take care of something that day. So after I seen my daughter, I just wanted to see her and hug her because everything had been going on. I hadn't seen her in a little while. I think the next day or next two went by. She contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school. What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why? Because she's never there with my daughter. She is never there with my child. And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter, not only due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on. Even when I got stabbed in my back by the person that I moved mountains for, fought battles, did everything, was super loyal to, I still didn't slander you. I still didn't say nothing. I just kept it moving. For for days at a time. Knowing she had to go to school the next day, knowing I had to go to work the next day since you want to get up on you and say, oh, you don't have a job. Because when I got the executive position at TuneCore initially, knowing I had to go to work the next day, knowing my daughter had to go to school, you stayed out with the lane. You stayed out with the lane. You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also, she wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it.
Objection, Your Honor. Remember, this is a court of opinion, y'all, in case you haven't watched parts 1 to 3. But anyways, objection, Your Honor. These are assumptions that we can conclude based on what he's saying, but it's unestablished. We need more evidence, y'all. Because if he's saying that he's her ghostwriter, then yes, she does owe him money. However, remember in part 1, Sis was able to freestyle in front of Big Pun, and she was 16 years old. So she knows how to rhyme. I don't think she needs his help. We need more evidence.
Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pep behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it. So you fabricating these stories, and it's very weird that you're talking all of this money talk, but in your background, It's everything that I bought. All of the utilities are in my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that.
Your Honor, we would like Mr. Papoose to provide receipts of what utilities he paid for and whether the mortgage was included in that or not, because the mortgage is something completely different. See how he just slid in there that he paid the utilities. But sir, what about the mortgage? What about the property taxes? It takes more than utilities to run a household. You need to provide the evidence.
If you analyze her live, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that. For the simple fact that I speak with my actions. You want to talk about black love? Anybody who follow me, they know I've always been pro-black and had knowledge of self since I was a teenager. So I've represented that since I came in the door before I even knew you. Okay? So don't ever talk about black love and what else she said? I got to remember. So, first and foremost, very bipolar, very delusional. This is a person who will sit in front of you. She will post that live, and she'll say later, I didn't do that. I wasn't on live. You'll be sitting there like, huh? She will say something to you, and 10 minutes later say, I never said that. Very bipolar. And I don't want to talk bad about her, man. That's something that I never wanted to do. That's why when this took place, when she first got caught cheating with the lame, I brought it to her attention. I said, first of all, I couldn't even believe that she was stooped that low because he's such a cornball. Y'all see it, y'all say it yourself. I'm like, yo, it's no way it's this. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, damn. We were living a normal, peaceful life, raising our child like we planned to, and she started to move real strange. So in the process of her moving strange, it became stranger and stranger, worse and worse. So I said, damn, I got to see what's going on. What the hell is going on? I started to do my research. As I did my research, I found out she was cheating with the lame. So once I find out, I brings it to her attention. I said, mind you, I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. Like I told y'all before, the reason I knocked him out was because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. It's a difference. But let me tell y'all this. So I bring it to her attention that I found out that she's sleeping with the lame. She tells me, him? Why him? Why him out of all people? Not Goods? Not Hitman? My word is my bond is my life. I should give my life before my word shall fail. This was her exact words. Him? Why would I deal with him? I said, Rem, I know you're dealing with the lame. I know it. First and foremost, how it first fell on my radar that she was cheating with he was running his mouth, and it came back to me. They said, yo, Pat, this is telling he your wife. I said, word. So I did a little bit more research, connect a couple more dots. I finds out. She tells me this. Okay, I finds out. Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vow. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sicker for health, sickness and health, you know what I'm saying? Better for worse, death do us part. So you try to work through things. Anybody out there who's married, y'all understand.
No, we don't understand. Objection, Your Honor. This is speculation. Anyone who's married out there will understand their partner cheating multiple times and staying there. People who have strong boundaries and have pride in themselves, they would not deal with this type of nonsense. Just because you accepted your wife going around and cheating allegedly doesn't mean that other people will accept it.
We stepped at the park where you said you was going there to put homie down. What happened was, he thought I came to talk. He thought I was about to talk. Ain't none of that. We don't do that. Mom, right in his mouth off the muscle. He hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. Stomped him out and all that. Bad. Hole in my knuckle, everything.
Your Honor, I hope that our defendant, Mr. Papoose, knows that he is openly admitting to the court that he initiated and participated in assault, which carries different charges depending on what state that this happened in. I really hope that he knows this. let's move forward.
But like I told you, I didn't do that because he slept with my wife. I did that because you shook my hand and then slept with my wife. But the part I didn't tell y'all is, through this entire ordeal of her cheating with this lame, I started to notice that he had something on her. And I felt like he was blackmailing her. I always felt like he was blackmailing her. Just because the way she was moving and behaving. So I'm gonna play an audio for y'all of him basically, in his own words, admitting to blackmailing her.
The court of public opinion will not play this audio due to the sake of time and to the judge wanting to finish this case study. However, what I will say is that this right here just proves to me that he always likes to save her. In part 1, I told y'all he loves a damsel in distress. Why does she need to be blackmailed for you to believe that she stepped out on you? This man is finding any and every excuse to make her seem like she doesn't know what she's doing, like she's a child, like she doesn't know any better. This big old easy to block captain, he cannot possibly be the one that she wants to be with. No. There's another reason. He's blackmailing her. So this lets me know that this man still has love for her, y'all. I don't care what nobody says. And of course, people gonna be like, well, that's his ex-wife and his baby mama. Listen, at the end of the day, if I know that my ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband is going online talking cash-ish about me, spreading all of my business out there, you really think I'm going to sit up here and defend them? This man clearly is still in love with her. And if she dropped the other dude and said she wants him back, she could have him. I wholeheartedly believe it. Let's continue with this conspiracy theory of his that she is being held against her will.
When I started to feel like he was blackmailing her, I brought it to her attention. I said, listen, is it because this dude got something over you? Like, what's going on? She's staying out on days my daughter got to go to school. She's, my daughter's calling, she's not answering the phone. I'm calling, she's not answering when she with this lame. Then she's with this lame for days at a time. It's like crackhead behavior. I'm like, yo, something is wrong. Are they using drugs or something? Like, what's going on with her and this lame? So I brought it to her attention. I said, yo, listen, if he's blackmailing you, if he's holding something over you, let me know. And we can handle that. We can handle that too. I brought that to her attention. But everything I'm telling y'all is not in order. It's just throughout the situation. So I bring it to her attention. I say, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you. We can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with her every night while this was going on, she'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry.
Your Honor, we would like to request these so-called text messages that he speaks of, because it's been 2 months since he went on and gave his testimonial, and yet we have yet to see these receipts. All right, let's move on.
Just saying things like that, and I'm like, damn, this is not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Clarissa disrespected her. How did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? I said, she said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, she want to fabricate these stories talking about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, I said, listen, I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness and your cheating and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played the audio to y'all of the lame admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play an audio of her telling me that he's blackmailing her. I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all want to know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not going to do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the f out. Because I felt very disrespected that took place in my house while my daughter was right there on the bed.
This is exactly why there are a lot of relationships that are failing. It's because people are not keeping it real. They're not keeping it 100. Everyone wants to seem as if they are living the best life and that marriage is a cakewalk. But then look at all this toxic behavior in full effect. So now, he done said all of this. And y'all already know, Remy came back. Then Remy confirmed that yes, she is indeed dating Easy the Block Captain.
It comes and goes in the blink of an eye. Soon as I swear you've been left behind, all the colors come back so bright. Wish I could keep you in black and white, sorta like a picture in a drawer. I don't wanna look at anymore, but it's too hard to ignore that I'll never not feel like yours. Holding on to someone new's the only time I feel like I'm still holding on to you. It's like an instant rewind to New Year's Eve and midnight. Taste your lips like Napa red wine. Wish I wasn't looking back on you, but I still do. Deja vu, deja vu, deja vu.
The Timu Papoose. Y'all, this is a hot mess. Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am ready to close this case as the judge because this is getting out of hand. I am tired. However, before closing the case, we have some more developments that have gone on. Her son, remember the son that she left for 6 years while she was serving time in prison, he ended up following her footsteps.
The son of rapper Remy Ma has been arrested and charged in the murder of a man in Queens back in 2021. Her son, 23-year-old Jason Scott, and another man, 22-year-old Richard Swigart, were taken into custody last night. Police charged them with the murder of 43-year-old Darius Gilbo, who was shot dead in South Jamaica, Queens 2 years ago. Both are also charged with reckless endangerment and criminal possession of a weapon.
Generational patterns are real, y'all. And this is so heartbreaking because imagine his mother is supposed to be one of the most successful rappers in hip hop. This young man had so many opportunities. And not only that, but he had the resources to make something of himself. And now look at what happened. It's the generational pattern of prison. So Remy's mom went to prison. Her brother went to prison. She went to prison. And now her son is going to prison. And if he gets charged with this, he's going for a long time. This will not be a short sentencing. And he's only 23 years old. This is tragic.
23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation. As for Jay Scott, he appeared alongside his mom, Remy Ma, in the hit show Love and Hip Hop. She's one of the biggest names in hip hop and has been since 2006. She also has something of a lengthy rap sheet and has done 6 years in prison on a gun crime. But none of that mattered to the folks that we talked to here in Astoria.
It doesn't matter if it's a celebrity or not. If you commit a crime, you're supposed to be paid for the crime you committed.
It could be anybody. It doesn't matter. You know, if their mother's famous or father's, it doesn't matter.
Not only is her son's life at risk, apparently the person that he took out was a kingpin in New York. The guy that was also arrested with Jason Scott got 2 bodies on him. Police is also saying that Jason's DNA is what linked him to the murder. Now, I know that Remy Ma gave her statement and she's basically standing by her son, as she should. For me, I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to figure out, why are we just now hearing about Jason being connected to any murder? Because the one that he's arrested for happened in 2021. So amongst trying to fight for his innocence, she is now having to worry about her son's life behind bars. Could it be a case of Jason hanging around the wrong people? Possibly. This is why I tell my kids to be mindful of the energy you keep around you. Because the moment that your friend get in trouble, people are going to almost always assume that you're guilty by association, even if you had nothing to do with it. Back to the victim in which Jason is arrested for. They're saying that there was an altercation. He was seen arguing with this man, this 43 or 44-year-old, and then the shots rang out. So that's how people, I guess, connected Jason. I'm sure there's more to the story. I'm sure it's more. But that's what I read, and that's what I was able to piece together. And not only are they investigating the murder, they're investigating it for a murder to hire plot. Insanity. This shit is crazy. Isn't that crazy? Oh. And I saw somebody saying that there are rumors. You heard me? That the guy that passed away was allegedly related to Nicki Minaj's husband. I don't know that to be true, but that's what these YT streets is saying. Not me, because y'all can't hear. We don't know that to be true, but that is crazy.
Now, if that wasn't enough, our sis Remy attended her son's trial. She ended up getting into it with the daughter of the victim.
You can see your son. You can speak to him. You can hug on him. You can say whatever. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. The fact of the matter is that I see this lady. She's looking at me with a whole attitude. When I tell y'all ice grilling, as if her son was the victim.
Turn around.
Like your mother's ugly?
Turn around.
Like your mother's ugly?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Just watch.
Yeah, okay. We could test her right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't. But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see what's up? We could test her right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Same. Trying to beat you up too. Trying to beat you up. Come downstairs. You know you in front of the courthouse trying to act like you're tough. Yeah, stop. Yeah, let's go around the corner. Let's go around the corner. Come on, let's go.
Now, remember, the man that passed away was around Remy's age. So the daughter would have to be around the age of her son. And she's sitting up here, nooking and booking outside of the courtroom. Red flag.
So hold up, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Remy Ma's son gunned down my little cousin's father in a murder for hire plot for some money. Meanwhile, his mother's rich. Remy sees the daughter of the deceased at court, and instead of apologizing to her and saying, hey, I know I'm old enough to be your mother, I'm so sorry for what my son did to your father because I was a millionaire that didn't give him any money. So somebody else offered him money and you offed her father? And y'all feel like Remy is not to be held with any responsibility? Yeah, I'm getting ready to go live. I got a lot to say.
After the whole altercation and causing chaos, she ended up getting arrested. This is embarrassing. Very extremely embarrassing. But I'm not surprised, because if we rewind to part 1, she's been exhibiting this type of behavior and she has never changed. She is the same person that she was. And on top of that, now her son is going to repeat the same toxic patterns of his mother's behavior. It won't stop until someone makes an effort to end this generational curse. This is what happens when you do not prioritize getting into healthy relationships. Things will unravel like this, especially if you do not do the inner work to heal the patterns that are holding you back in life. Sis literally went to jail, came out, and has not changed at all. Not only that, but she had enablers. Her husband enabled her. Not only did he do that, but he was also complicit. On top of that, he had his own issues as well. They were so focused on the image. The fantasy of black love was to show the world and portray an image that didn't even exist. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury of this case study, how many red flags and green flags did we go over? Based on the evidence of the plaintiff and the defendant, you as the jury will decide. Because I'm done. I'm wrapping this up right now. So, as we can see, Remy Ma, she's still dealing with the legal troubles. This is her update. Sis is still a menace and being reckless. As for Papoose, he is still with his side piece mistress, and the divorce is still ongoing. They have not finalized anything yet. Now, this is the end of this case study. I am done. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. A new case study will be coming out shortly. I will record and post as much as I can, y'all. I do have a job, but just be patient with me. It will happen. Remember to take care of your beautiful selves, and until next time, bye.